And welcome. So I'm going to do this video as a little standalone because I have actually been asked to do this video, and now's a perfect opportunity because I'm already doing it. But in this video we're going to be fitting bottom ball joint spacers, and while I'm already there we're putting chains plates on, but this is mainly for the bottom ball joint spacers. There's not a massive amount you actually need for this job. In fact, I have most of it laid out here. Spline tools to get the drive shaft out, Allen keys to get the ball joint bolts out, a couple of extensions, 17, 19, 21 spanner, a couple of drill bits, but that's only because of the chains plates, 17, 18, 19 and 21 sockets, a ratchet. I will be using power tools. You can do this with just hand tools, and I have done. Well, that's pretty much all you actually need. Jack and an axle stand. There we go. I am on an axle stand. This is not actually connected. Make sure you use an axle stand. But once you've got the wheel off, you've got access to everything you need. Now, I will be removing the shock, but that's because I'm putting those plates on. If you wasn't doing that, you would just miss that step out. And then you just make your way around there, find the bottom ball joint, which is just there. Something I do massively advise: undo the drive shaft as well, because I have actually done this and it is not fun. But undo all those drive shaft bolts, because there's a good chance you might pop out the stub shaft and then you give yourself a new problem to resolve. So just go around there, just slacken all of the bolts, spin it round, and just keep doing all of them until the drive shaft's out. Trust me, it's worth doing. I'm going to set to start taking all the shock apart. You will have to undo this bolt down the bottom of the shock, just so that the bottom arm will move. That's just a 21 either end, and then you get this out. But I am going to be removing the top two as well to get the shock completely out of the way, and because I'm changing that shock plate for the chains plate. Well, there we go. That was the bit I said don't worry too much about, because I've got to remove that regardless. You can actually do this without. Just remove that bottom bolt. After that, you want to make your way all the way down there. They're the bolts that you want to get onto at the end. You want to undo all of these. There's 6 of them all the way around. Now that you're actually here, you can get underneath. And there's a couple of, there's one, and there's one on the other side. Undo those 2 splines, and the other side was Allen key. So undo those 2, and then you've undone the bottom ball joint, and then you can put your ball joint spacer in. There we go, there is the bottom ball joint. And that is where it connects up to. And that's why I said about removing the drive shaft, because it will just chuck itself out and then you could cause yourself a small problem. I do undo it both ends, but that's now not the problem. Get on this, clean it with a wire brush, give it just a nice clean, and then we can install the bottom ball joint spacer. This isn't actually that difficult a job. You can do this on your driveway. I just have the luxury of having power tools. You can use hand tools. But it's quite an easy job and quite effective. I'm going to get underneath there. I'm going to fit the actual spacer and the bolts. And then I can get on to actually putting the chains plates in. There you go, easy as that. That is now completely installed. I have already done, in fact you can just about see it. I have already done, just about see it there, that's the other ball joint spacer which I've already installed. And that is the other one. Now I am lucky enough, I am doing this in a workshop with multiple tools to my disposal, but we have also made this. You don't need it, you can just jack it up using, I sometimes actually put it underneath the carrier and lift it up that way. It is doable without all the fancy tools. You can do this all with hand tools. Just make sure you tighten all these bolts up when you're done, and make sure you actually get an alignment, because this will throw your alignment out. So get this done, take it straight away to get an alignment. We will actually do it in a bit over there, but please make sure you actually get an alignment done after this. But that is pretty much how easy it is to do. Please make sure you undo the drive shaft, because you don't want to be pulling the stub shafts out. And then yeah, just take it easy and don't rush. But now I'm going to get installed the Shane's plates. That needs to go on. Drill a hole literally right there, and you use the front existing hole there. Use that existing hole, and then you're done. And you've got Shane's plates instead of the standard ones, which I will be doing in this video, but this isn't the tutorial for that at all. And I do need to replace this track rod end because it has perished, but that is that job jobbed. I am going to do that drive shaft up because at the minute it's not actually connected. And then if you weren't doing the Shane's plates, this job will actually be done. But I'm going to crack on with that. I'm not going to show you exactly how it's done because I already have a video on that, and B, doesn't really require a lot. Just takes a couple of drill bits, just drill through the chassis, drill that bolt through the chassis, and then done. So I'll leave you probably here somewhere, and you can have a little watch you see of that. Well, there we go. I couldn't really show you too much of doing this bolt up because you've got to get right up underneath, and it is a bit of a pain in the arse. But there's all that lot all done. Bottom ball joint spacer is done. Shane's plates are done. This thing can be put back together again, and we can do a nice little alignment on it. I have been asked to do that video a few times, so there you go. If you liked it, please give it a like and go and have a look at a couple of other videos, because you can see everything else we get up to around there. Anyway, I'm going to get back to doing this and get on with the next job. Hopefully you liked it. If you do, please give me a massive thumbs up. Anyway, I'm going to get myself gone, get on to the next job. If you like the video, please give me a massive thumbs up. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting out a hard on mass. And as always, take it easy.